Hello everyone, here are the latest market news on May the 15th, 2020. Asian shares rise amid investors' hopes on recovery. Asian stock markets increased on Friday but were on track to end this week lower as worries about confrontations between the United States and China eclipsed Chinese economic data, which showed its economy is gradually recovering from the coronavirus outbreak. With China the first to relax lockdowns, global investors are closely watching it for clues on how long demand will take to bounce back. Amid this, European stocks are expected to rise, with Euro Stoxx 50 futures climbed 1.21%, US S&P 500 futures dipped 0.2% after the index gained 1.15% the previous day. In Asia, Japan's Nikkei added 0.6% but finished the week down 0.7%, while mainland Chinese shares traded mixed. MSCI's broadest index of Asia-Pacific shares outside Japan was 0.2% higher but has lost about 1% so far this week. Foxconn loses almost 90% of profit in first quarter. The world's largest contract electronics manufacturer, Foxconn, reported an almost 90% drop in first quarter profit on Friday as the coronavirus pandemic disrupted production and hit demand from Apple Inc. and other major clients. Taiwan's company said its net profit fell to 2.1 billion Taiwan's dollars, $70.25 million in the January-March quarter, also missing the consensus estimate of 8.88 billion Taiwan's dollars drawn from 14 analysts. Foxconn, formerly called Hon-Hai Precision Industry Co. Ltd., said in March that while revenue in the first quarter would be hit by the pandemic, it was expected to recover as production returns to normal in China. EU's eastern states head to the worst recession. The European region's economy greatly affected in the first quarter from the coronavirus pandemic, with more damage comes as the EU's eastern members head for the worst recession since the fall of the Iron Curtain. Friday's data will show Poland, Hungary and Romania saw economic growth halved from the end of 2019, while the Czech and Slovak economies slumped in the first quarter. The euro area, the key destination for the region's exports, plunged into record contraction in the first quarter, highlighting the challenges for Eastern European manufacturers. Forecasts for the looming recession in the EU's former communist members evoke memories of the region's transformation more than 3 decades ago. At their worst, cumulative GDP contractions ranged from about 13% in Poland and then Czechoslovakia to 15% in Bulgaria and Romania and as much as 40% in Baltic states. Trump set to create 90-day emergency gear reserve. U.S. President Donald Trump unveiled a plan to revise the government's chronically undersupplied stockpile of emergency gear to help to counter the coronavirus pandemic, accelerating manufacturing and broadening the array of supplies in houses. Trump said his administration is launching a groundbreaking initiative to replenish and modernize the government's stores of masks, ventilators, and other essential pandemic-fighting medical equipment to create a 90-day reserve. Referring to his America First credo, Trump and his aides said the manufacturing would be carried out by U.S. companies, diminishing their reliance on foreign factories that have been the stockpile's major sources.